Greetings, YouTube. I'm a bit chilly at the moment. I apologize for the hood. I'm going to do some quick questions today because I'm in the mood. So we have 9 quick questions, which is probably the name of the video you're looking at. Okay, do you find the ocean frightening? From the shore? No, unless it's a hurricane. Out in the ocean? Yes. I'm not a big fan of the ocean. I don't like the idea of knowing that there's a whole lot of water beneath me that I can't see and that will swallow me up and I will disappear forever. 2, what's your favorite smell? Probably my wife's head, her hair. 3, would you ever go vegan? Very unlikely. The possibility of me going vegetarian is very low. Going full blown vegan is pretty much zero. As I'm a big fan of things like eggs, for example, that you use in cooking. Not necessarily eating them. I don't eat a whole lot of eggs, but I do eat a lot of things that eggs go into. So I would not want to give those up. But it's unlikely I would become a vegetarian at all. One of my favorite things to do, tell people is go like this. Feel that pointy thing? It's a canine. It's there for a reason. 4, would you rather be kind to others or yourself? This is a false dichotomy. Unless you are kind to yourself, you cannot be kind to others. You must be kind to yourself first. Compassion for yourself, and then others. 5, do you cook carefully or improvise? When I'm cooking for myself, it's very improvisational. If I'm involving a recipe, yeah, I'll be as exact as I can because I'm trying to recreate something that someone else created. So I'm trying to copy what they did, so I'm going to be as careful as I can. But when I cook for myself, yeah, it's very improvisational. 6, what natural phenomenon do you find prettiest? That's interesting. Find prettiest. Because you can say sunset or sunrise, and that's a good contender. Lightning strikes are very big, partly because they're so rare, in the sense that you don't get to see them very often. And so that makes them more marvelous. But does it make them prettiest? You could say butterflies, flowers, they're very pretty. The word prettiest is intriguing to me. That really is difficult to nail it down. I'm going to go with the moon. How's that? 7, is there any advice you're tired of hearing? What? Yes. Yes, there is. I suffer from diabetes. I don't enjoy it. I definitely don't enjoy the fact that I have retinopathy, which is bleeding in my retinas, and I had to go have 6 laser procedures done, the most painful experience I've ever had in my entire life. I don't enjoy the neuropathy because I can't really feel my feet, and I have nerve pains that mostly concentrate on my legs, but can be anywhere. The other day I had a whole bunch of them in my face. Oh joy! And I constantly hear, particularly from immigrants, folk remedies to cure diabetes. There is no cure for diabetes, folks. There is not a vast conspiracy that involves every single doctor on the planet preventing us from learning some secret that would wipe out diabetes in a heartbeat. It doesn't happen. Now, I may not be on any diabetic drugs, and I may be lucky and can moderate it with exercise and diet. In fact, today my blood sugar was 115, which isn't too bad. My range is 80 to 120. Some days I'm closer to the lower end than others, but 115 is fine. That's for a non-diabetic person. 80 to 120 is for a non-diabetic person. So I'm doing quite well. But I'm really tired of people giving me advice on how to cure my diabetes. Really, I am. I had one person strangely tell me once that one of the keys would be to infuse water with oats. So basically soak oats in water, then strain out the oats and drink the oat water as a way to help regulate my blood sugar. I looked at him and said, why don't I just eat the oats? Which I do. I have oatmeal every day of the week. Very good. Nice, slow carb release in your system. Mix it with some nuts for some protein, and we're all good. But yeah, tired of that. 8. Do you have any favorite artists and who? But again, that's a very broad question. What kind of artist? What medium? Steve Earle's my favorite musical artist. Joe Cocker's up there too. I like songs that have stories. So, blues singers are right up there. I really have enjoyed many different blues artists in my life. There's numerous fantasy and science fiction artists that I have enjoyed. I like quite a few people that do comics online that I look at. I used to be a big John Byrne fan when it came to comic books. I was a big fan of Frank Miller's work before he became bat crap insane when he started buying his own hype. So, sculptors? Painters? Nose harmonicists? I'm not sure. What does this mean? That's a really strange question. Very broad. And 9, what is your favorite drink? Well, if you're going to go by volume, that's water. Because I drink water almost exclusively. I take my pills at night with some fruit juice, just enough to swallow the pills with, usually 2 mouthfuls. So, a little fruit juice, that's about all I have in the daytime. And on the weekends, I will frequently have tea, usually at least hot tea once and cold tea once. Sometimes I'll splurge and have hot tea twice. So, fruit juice and tea are my kind of flavor sensation kind of things, but when it comes to actual volume, it would be water. Though once a week, I do let myself have a smoothie. Starbucks makes a decent strawberry smoothie. I have it with soy, and there's a place at the Mall of New Hampshire that makes a good pineapple mango smoothie, which is quite nice. That has a little more sugar in it, and I always make sure that I take it in the middle of the day, so kind of like meal replacement midday kind of thing. So I'm not going to spike my blood sugar too badly. Don't want to have it in addition to food. So those are my favorite drinks, I guess. So maybe my favorite drink, because I have it the least, would be my fruit smoothies. But if you're going to go by volume, it's water. Drink lots and lots of water. And yes, I have 2 identical Nalgene bottles, and I swap them out. So you often see them. It's not the same bottle. So that's my favorite thing. So I will put the questions up for this particular selection, and you tell me what you think. And I'm really looking forward to hearing anyone who wants to talk about advice you have received that you really are tired of hearing. Let's commiserate, folks. Let's prove that the adage "misery loves company" wrong. Let's be solidarity. Let's champion the cause that we can convince people to stop giving advice. That sucks. We can do this. We can do this. Yes, we can. So, tell me, what are your answers?